inciting violence against the Prime Minister.
This is the video the police referenced. In it, the self-proclaimed Pastor Peter Chambers rants about the order from the Prime Minister to close churches for the next 3 weeks. The pastor prophesied that death will come to the Prime Minister for taking such an action.
Dead that for dead. You trouble the church, you're going dead. Worms is going to eat your body. Honorable Noble Angeles, worms are going to eat your body. And you're going dead like dog.
The pastor never stopped there. He went on to say the Prime Minister's entire household will be affected.
Mampa, death in the Parliament House, death in your family, death in your immediate family. Your first son is gonna die by fire.
So that we're looking at is whether or not he's an extremist. And the persons who make such utterances, we have to do a wider investigation.
Pastor will be questioned.
Die by fire.
So that we're looking at is whether or not he's an extremist. And
first and foremost, I'd like to give our praises say how about Shem Yahushai, Shem Harakakodash, double honor to apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and citation to the men and brethren that are doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Of course, the four constantly planted, sincerely risking their lives, fighting and striving for this truth until death. This is Ezekiel 13:10. Because even they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one builded up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar. Say unto them which daub it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstone, shall fall, and stormy wind shall rend it. See, this is speaking about these pastors, because they are not playing into the spirit. They're playing on into the spirit of the left-hand side of deception. They're playing on to lead the people astray. Right? I'm gonna go into that verse because Ezekiel 13. Starting from 1, basically, it says what? And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel, and against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord. You know, because what he reported there said, he said, let's play it again.
Is whether or not he's an extremist. And
or not he's an extremist. Right? So look at where he falls into place. Project Megiddo. Project Megiddo was a report researched and written by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigations under Director Louis Freeh, released on October 20th, 1999. The report named followers of the white supremacy and the Christian identity and an American militia movement, Black Hebrew Israelites, and apocalyptic cults as being potential terrorists who might become violent in reaction to the new millennium. So this is what? This is the new world order that they're trying to push forward here right now. Right? And in the new world, the only religion, the one world religion is going to be to what? Worship Satan. Right? Baphomet. To be Antichrist. Right? Because according to 1 Thessalonians, first or 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, it speaks about the son of perdition being revealed, right? Who sit and is worshipped as sit in the seat. Salakia. It's 2 Thessalonians, right? Chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except they come a falling away first, that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right, that man is Esau and Edom, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right, so this is what they want to do. This is the new millennium, right? The Christian identity. But guess what? Your Christian identity, your Christians, your Catholics, your Muslims, your Hindus, your Buddhists, all of y'all don't represent Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the God of this Bible. Right? This pastor, Let me go back into Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like foxes in the deserts. Right? What is a fox? A sly creature. And the desert is what? This dry place. Right? Where people looking for what? For water. Right? In the desert, what do you look for? An oasis. You look for a fountain of water for what? Life. For sustenance. Right? The water of life. Right? Out of his throne shall proceed living waters. I'll put you into Revelation 21. That living waters is this in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Why? Why is it all this hell is breaking loose on earth? Why is it that there's no peace, there's no rest, there's sedition, there's wars, there's rumors of wars, there's famine, there's earthquakes, there's volcanoes, there's storms, there's hail. Hey, right now the talk is there are tic-tac UFOs, right, surrounding the US Navy ships, right, being revealed. Why all these things happening? Because Yahweh Shai they are making the return. They're about to take the kingdom. They're about to take the kingdom. Right? This kingdom is about to be overthrown. Right? This kingdom is about to be overthrown through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Right? Just bear with me one quick second. Yeah. It says, ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither have ye made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle of the day of the Lord. Where's the hedge? The banner angels that protect us from all evil. Right? Touch not the Lord anointed, do my prophets no harm. And the angels only encamp around those that fear Yahweh Shai by keeping what? His commandments, keeping his words. Right? Striving for the truth until death. Having faith in Yahweh Shai. Keeping the covenant. Right? It says, you know, you all have not been reproven. You all have not been teaching truth. You all have not been reproven. You all have not been bringing Israel back to the heritage. Right? Now is the time that you're going to get judged for your works. You know, but the elect, they're going to be saved out of it. You know, this is the time of Jacob's show, but the elect going to be saved out of it. That's what the scripture says. It says, they have seen vanity, lying, divination, saying the Lord said, and the Lord had not sent them. The Lord didn't send that man. Threatening the prime minister, threatening the president. You know, the scripture says Yahweh he did not any angry threatening. Right? He didn't threaten. He didn't have any railing accusations. He was humble as a lamb. You know? He was humble as a lamb. Matthew 25. Even when Pilate was bringing all the accusations, he said, you're not hearing it. He said, you are the king of the Jews. He said, so you say. Thou sayest. He said, thou sayest. He said, you're not hearing all them accusations. And Yahweh Shai, he didn't utter a word. He didn't utter a word. Right? The prime minister, the presidents, the rulers of the people, they're going to do what they had to do because they believe in this system. We believe in Yahweh Shai, the men of the Lord. The scripture said, John 3:34, he that the Lord had sent speaking the words of Yahweh Shai. Right? Yeah, the curse is going to be poured upon them. They're going to be punished. They're going to fall with them that fall because their heart is with Babylon. Their heart is with Egypt. Right? But you're making that brandish, bold statement and you're threatening, yo, you're not moving in wisdom. You don't have tact. The scripture talk about to teach subtlety to the simple. Right? You are thou confident that thou art a guide to the blind? You know? Yeah. It says Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 7, have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken in lying divination, whereas ye say, the Lord said it, albeit I have not spoken? Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore, behold, I'm against you, saith the Lord. So, yo, all that cursing and putting up prayers and shit on his behalf, that false pastor, the Lord is against you. You know, and my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel, neither shall they enter into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh power, because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace, and have built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar. So we're going to go into that untempered mortar real quick. Right? We're going to go into that untempered mortar real quick. Untempered.
Strong's H8602. Typheo. Typheo.
It says foolish, insipid, tasteless, unseasoned, meaning uncertain, untempered, unsavory. Alright? Foolish, frivolity. Frivolity.
Frivolity.
Lack of seriousness, lightheartedness, a night of fun, frivolity. Right? This is what the Lord is saying. You're untempered mortar, insipid, foolish, false. See, keyword false. Lime with which a wall is covered, cement. Right? So, you know, you're plastering upon the people peace. But peace is not what it's about. Peace and prosperity is not what it's about. It's about prophecy. Get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, nation of Israel. Or the 12 tribes, and you heathen, you're going to fall. Right? So they are false pastors. Right?
Death in the parliament house. Death in your family. Death in your immediate family. Your first son is going to die by fire.
So that we are looking at is whether or not he's an extremist. And the persons who make such utterances, we have to do a wider investigation.
Pastor,
but it goes to show, you know, persons who make such utterances, right, they have to go into a wider examination, because what, they're going to consider them to be extremists. No, we are going to be considered extremists, but we speak the truth. We speak the truth. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to come and take the kingdom, and is going to throw down governments, is going to throw down mountains, hills, major governments and minor governments, right? And we are going to be afflicted truthfully for that. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and ye shall and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? So righteously, the righteous are going to be persecuted. Now he's going to take it as though he's righteous, but he's not. Because he's not speaking the message of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He's not preparing Israel at the gate for the day of the Lord, which is the day of what? Destruction, the day of darkness, the day of gloominess. Right? He's not preparing Israel to what? To make that sacrifice. Right? Israel doesn't even want to be prepared, to be quite frankly. But nevertheless, you have to call him out for what he is. He's a false pastor. And his message is untempered. Because the tempering is what? Is what? Agree with our adversary. Right? The tempering is what? Is to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Right? I'm not saying not to bring out the message of truth. We're bringing out the message of truth. But with flavor. Not unsavory. Right? Because what? The scripture says that the Lord will give us a tongue. Luke 21 and 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And when we examine how Yahushai answered Pilate, he answered him with that type of tongue. Salakia. Hey, Salakia, yeah. So I could get it from here though. I guess a good point here. Matthew 10 and 15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and for Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils, and will scourge you in their synagogues, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my name's sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And brother shall deliver brother to death, and the father and the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So at the end of the day, we're going to be hated for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. His name comes with a power and comes with a different type of respect than what these Christian churches and pastors put out there, right? So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying, if not informative. The whole praises say, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Shalom.